Driving a convertible sure sounds great, but what if you have more than one friend, don't care about radical performance, or aren't obscenely rich?
Sounds like you need a sensible four-passenger convertible. Perhaps you need a Buick Cascada. Yeah, I checked. It's pronounced Cascada.
Let's start with the multi-layer fabric top. It moves up or down in 17 seconds at speeds up to 31 miles per hour. When raised, the cabin stays impressively quiet. When lowered, the top hides completely beneath a hard tonneau cover, tastefully preserving the Cascada's silhouette.
As you might expect, visibility behind you and over your right shoulder is dodgy, but if you look to your left, it's completely unobscured. So, if blind spots make you nervous, drive with the top down. The Cascada is neither a sports car nor a softly sprung boulevard cruiser. I think the goal was sort of middle of the road, sporty handling, and for the most part that's the case, though every once in a while the suspension struggles to mask the most egregious road imperfections. And if you pay close attention, you can feel slight shimmies coming through the steering wheel, hinting at the structural compromises inherent in convertibles. I said it was slight.
Nuanced vibrations aside, the Buick Cascada drives just fine. Extended trips up the coast should be utterly delightful.
To that point, with the top down, wind and noise are mellow enough for comfortable conversation, or casual driving impressions from your favorite car reviewer. Let me know when they get around to driving the Buick Cascada. Floor the accelerator, and you're treated to reasonable acceleration despite a 4,000-pound curb weight. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the turbocharger doing its thing.
Partnered with a smooth-operating 6-speed automatic, the 1.6-liter engine returns middling fuel efficiency.
Leave the top up and you can flip up this cargo divider, expanding available space from 9.8 to 13.4 cubic feet. Even cooler, you can flip up this flap and drop the rear seats, which is cool for carrying especially long items. I mean, you're probably not going to need to carry a tripod with you on your fantastic weekend trip to Santa Barbara, but what about me? What about my needs? One fun discovery, as you'd expect, you have to put down this cargo divider if you'd like to put down the soft top, but you also have to make sure that this center flap is in place. Otherwise, you'll get this marginally helpful warning in the center screen. Learn from my mistake. Flip the flap. Passenger space in the front seats is good, but that's the easy part and to be expected. The real challenge with the convertible is the back seat. And look at this. I can sit behind myself and my knees don't touch the seat back. Yes, I would like a less vertical seating position, and sure, my head brushes against the soft top when it's up, but for couples night out or a parade, I'd happily occupy the back seat of a Cascada.
Getting to the back seats is easy too. Front seatbelt presenters help keep the path clear, a path widened by front seats that conveniently motor forward. On a less glowing note, the dash, like the gathering of the Juggalos, is a densely packed, incoherent mess. The gaggle of similar-looking buttons necessitates a hunt and peck approach for the audio and climate controls. The gauge cluster uses similarly small text, so be sure to wear your contacts. Tactile types might also be underwhelmed by some of the cabin's plastics, but there is a convenient sliding center armrest, the seats are comfortable, and here's a fun detail. When you unlock the Cascada at night, a red glow emanates from beneath the gear shift.
It's almost like the shifter is hiding a portal to hell. For the record, there's not actually a portal to hell under there, as far as I can tell.
For slightly less than $34,000, including destination, a basic Buick Cascada includes 20-inch wheels, a backup camera with parking sensors, a heated steering wheel, heated seats, heat-reflective leather upholstery, and pop-up roll bars in case things get real. Basically, everything a drop-top aficionado needs to get along in this crazy world. Also standard is a dated infotainment system whose 7-inch color display is partially obscured depending on your height. Moving up to the $37,000 Cascada Premium trim expands the equipment roster with forward collision alert, lane departure warning, front parking sensors, and a few other goodies. However, conspicuously missing from the option sheet are Android Auto or Apple CarPlay compatibility, passive entry with push-button start, or a blind spot warning system, which might have come in handy given the previously mentioned blind spot. If the Cascada isn't quite your style, more powerful convertible versions of the BMW 228i and Audi A3 exist for around $40,000, each lighter and more premium than the Cascada, but with less room and fewer features. Alternately, a Camaro convertible is sportier and more powerful than the Buick with a slightly lower base price, while the Mustang convertible offers a 300 horsepower V6 for less than $31,000. But like the Camaro, at that price, the Mustang lacks many of the Cascada's enticing features. Or if you really want to keep things frugal, you can also grab a drop-top VW Beetle for around $26,000.
So you definitely have options no matter what your convertible proclivities. But if you seek livable road manners, room for four, and a somewhat premium open-air driving experience, the answer might be Cascada. No, Cascada.
Oh God. Now that's going to be in the car all week. It better be radioactive and give me powers.